Today on Combustion Chamber, we have another first for our show, our first Mopar, David Dorbat's 2015 Challenger SRT. Let's get after it. Welcome back to Combustion Chamber. On today's episode, we have our first Mopar, this beautiful 2015 Challenger SRT. This car is already amazing from the factory. 392 Hemi, classic styling, beautiful paint, but owner David Dorbat has done so much more to this car. Let's talk to him about his modifications. David, I want to thank you very much for being on our show today and bringing your Challenger out for us.
My pleasure.
Nobody buys a car like this without a story. What's the story behind you getting this Challenger?
Well, I gotta say, it's my brother, He had a Challenger in the early 70s, and I was all in, He passed away, about 10 years ago, and I followed the lead, and no regrets. I love it.
It's my understanding you had a Challenger before this. Can you tell us what happened to that and what led you to end up getting this one?
Well, I had a 2011 Toxic Orange SRT8, and I dumped about 12 grand in her, coilovers, the whole 9 yards. It was beautiful, just the way I want her. And fortunately, I went to the mall and I came out, it was never there, never recovered, never found. So I had to buy this again, I was in forever.
Now this car is far from stock. Can you tell us what you've done to the drivetrain?
Well, it's very powerful as it is. 485 horsepower, 650 pounds of torque. Done a few modifications to the exhaust.
When I was looking at this car at the last car show I saw that, you had a killer radiator hose on this. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I saw it in another car one time and I just knew I had to get it. And I ordered it, we installed it, me and my friend Jim Landy, and it was great.
I also noticed you had a cold air intake that is very similar to what comes on a Hellcat.
Yeah, it's a kit that the front lens, the center cap removes, and there's a tube that goes from the headlight straight into the intake. And when I first got the car, it was totally green, all green, so I figured I had to tone it down a little. So I painted the hood, I painted the back spoiler, I put the SRT stripes on the side. Inside, I did the door trim, and pretty much everything else fit just perfect, so I left it alone.
This car is outstanding. How about we get this thing on the road?
Let's do it. You're driving.
All right. Now, all over this car, I see Big Papa. How did you get that name?
Well, that name came from my wife, She always called me Big Papa. I'm a big guy. I used to box professionally, won Golden Gloves, state champion, and I was always a big, strong guy, and she always called me Big Papa. We've been together 37 years, and one time she called me Big Papa in front of my Challenger group, Central Florida Challenger owners, and it stuck. Everybody started calling me Big Papa.
Yeah, I really like this interior. I like what you've done with the green highlight.
Yeah.
That's slick. But this is cool because it's got the retro style, but it's got all this touchscreen interface, its sound system, and
it's got a lot of new and a lot of the old style, Yeah. But you're not behind in the world where you gotta hit a 8-track button. You got the latest stereo, you got the USBs, and you got to hook up your iPod.
Man, this thing's got tons of power. Driving this Challenger SRT was outstanding. This is the definition of modern American muscle. We want to thank David for bringing it out here today and letting us film it for the show. What are some of your favorite Challengers, past and present? What do you think about this Challenger? Let us know in the comments section below. And if you like this episode, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and for more Combustion Chamber, hit that subscribe button. Want to know when future episodes are coming out and see behind the scenes and other exclusive content? Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. The links are below.